Everybody do the dance. Hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking hold on me.
Welcome back to the MauriceOnHomes show. We have a special guest today, but before we continue, Brandon V just waved, Rohan Chambers. If you're watching on Carib 101 or listening to Carib 101 on the website, go to the Facebook fan page at Carib 101, like, subscribe, and watch us live to see what's happening right here in the studio. You're back with me, Maurice Anderson, your realtor with Roller Page Credit Valley, located in Brampton. Special guest, Brandon V, like I mentioned, from Carib 101, this beautiful radio station, Radio Without Boundaries, and Rohan Chambers, the voice of the people.
Voice of the people, I like that.
Mr. Intelligent.
Mr. Intellectual, yeah, that's me. Yeah, for days, at least for another 45 minutes.
So today we're talking about not just the buying and selling process, we're talking about how to get you out of your mindset to continue to pursue your dreams, to help you purchase your first property and everything in between. I think I got bars. I could rhyme if I wanted to.
You seriously could.
I
think you should.
I think I should, but not on this show. Maybe on your show. Maybe on your show.
Yeah, you're working on it.
COE, back to that one real quick.
Real quick. I'm pushing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a general conversation.
Who's Mr. DJ, by the way?
DJ Rich Links. Thank you very much.
DJ Rich Links doing a fantastic job. Thank you, sir.
Job. As always.
Keeping you awake on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here. I'm rocking away. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm just in your jive.
Stick your head onto the camera. Say hi to the people if you can. Yeah, take a second.
He's going to try.
He can do it. He can do it. There we go.
A little bit further. Yeah.
There we go.
We'll just put a picture of him next time.
Talking about pictures with beautiful content, make sure you pick up a Toronto Caribbean newspaper when you get a chance.
Yes.
Read the content. You won't miss anything because everything's in here that you need.
Absolutely.
So going back to the show on hand, Brandon V. So Mr. Breakthrough.
Mr. Breakthrough.
Mr. Breakthrough.
That's my official name now, Mr. Breakthrough.
On this show anyways, right?
Or Mr. Breakthrough. That's pretty apt for the Carib 101, right?
Yeah, definitely. How can you help our listeners, our millennial listeners, and everybody else that's involved watching right now, to continue to pursue their dreams? What kind of advice can you give them to continue to pursue their dreams in the midst of their everyday lifestyle, and they think they cannot go on any further?
Continue to pursue their dreams. Like, I think continue to pursue somebody's dream, no matter what kind of comes in the way, is first starting off with your why. Okay, that is going to be one of the biggest questions. Why? Okay, what is your why? And you know, we spoke about before we actually came on camera in the first half. We spoke about understanding your end game, and understanding your end game is really understanding your why. Okay, what is your reasons for it? And people, your why has to really connect with you, because look, when you're in a position where you are making a decision and you say, I want a bigger house, I want more money, I want a better car, I want all these general things, it's generalized, because what happens when you think about it and you say those words, you don't see yourself, you just see big things, okay? And we've all done it. Definitely. And you just see a big house, but that house isn't connected to you. I want a big car, but that car isn't connected to you. I want more money. That money isn't connected to you, okay? So you just see all these things as a general, and it's so generalized. Listen, everybody wants more money. Yeah. Everybody wants to pay off their debt. Everybody wants a bigger house. Everybody wants nice things. Yeah. But the situation is, why for you? It's not about I want more money. It's what is that money going to do for you? Okay, you need to think about it. So, right, I get all this money. Now what? Okay, so I go and buy my nice big car, I go and buy my nice big house, I go and get my nice Rolex, I go get this, I'm balling. Yeah. Now what? Right?
Yeah.
This is where substance now comes into it. Now what? Now you've got all your material playthings, and you realize you're still not in that place, okay, that you still haven't fulfilled, okay? Now you're sitting there thinking, okay, now what? It's what can that money do for you? What is it going to do? Is it going to help your family? Are you going to help your family first? Bring security to your family. Then are you going to do this? Then you're going to give to charity. Then you're going to do this. Then you're going to open up this. What are you going to do? What gives you substance? Are you going to, I mean, some people, their moms have been struggling hard, working hard, mums and pups. Been struggling hard, been working hard, been doing that, and you know what they've gone through to bring you up, and you're like, I need to retire these people. I've been living in their basement for how many years? I need to retire them. I need to give them a better quality of life. When you understand that why, it's a very different thing, because you got to think about success like a tunnel. When you think of success like a tunnel, and success, your end game, your why is at the end of that, then you need to think about it. Because if you're going through that tunnel, think of the word push. It sounds heavy, right? It sounds difficult, right? It sounds like work, right? Now think of the word pull. It feels lighter, right? Okay, when it feels lighter, you need a why that's strong enough, that's at the other end of that tunnel, that's going to pull you through. Because to push you to success, that's a struggle. That feels like it's uphill. Oh my gosh, this is a battle. This is painful. This is hard. When you got something coming through, which is what your end game is, that's putting its hand in and pulling you through to success, that's going to get you there easier.
Definitely.
The pull of the why is going to get you there easier than the push.
And if you have the wrong why, it's going to be detrimental to your health.
100%.
Detrimental to your success.
100%.
Detrimental to your family.
100%.
There have been many situations where we've known celebrities like, for example, Robin Williams. He had everything in the world. Ironically, he's the one who makes people laugh. But we only found out he was suffering with depression after it was too late. I'm not going to say his reason for why was wrong, but if you don't have an actual reason that drives you more than just yourself, because we were put on this earth, in my opinion, to help other people. If you're not willing to help other people, and you're just looking to have and gain your own accomplishments without fulfilling anybody else's dreams or helping people along the way, you will definitely end up in a rut that you did not expect to be in.
Listen, the thing that people are going to understand, viewers and listeners, and everyone in this room, we were all born into this time and this place for a reason. Just mull on that for a second. We were born into this time and this place for a reason. If we take this life, this precious gift that was given to us, and we choose to do nothing with it apart from bowl, what have we contributed? The reason and the purpose for our birth at this time and place has just been thrown in the garbage. You get that?
Definitely.
Okay, so we have to look at, there's a reason, there's a bigger reason, rather than me going out, drinking Cristal, going out to the clubs, bowling, nice cars, flexing, all this stuff, and clothes. That isn't life, okay? Because before you know it, life now has sped up. Have you noticed how life has sped up? 10 times faster. Everything's picking up speed. So now, when you blink your eye, before you know it, you just kind of come out of your teens and you're like, okay, now I'm going to go hard. And you blink and you're 35 years old and you're thinking, whoa, what just happened there? What just happened? Because you're just spending your time all partying, looking for the material stuff. So you're making spending, not getting anywhere, not doing anything with your purpose because you have no why. Okay? You're a sail ship without a sail. The same wind blows on us all. It's not the wind, it's the set of your sail. How you set your sail, because the wind is good. Because we can say it's the government, it's the job market, is this. Listen, there's people in this world today who are making money, and there's people who aren't. Yeah. It's not because the same wind does it. The same wind blows on each and every one of us. It's how we set our sail up here. Because a person who understands his why, who understands his path and understands his purpose, will set his sail, say, where's the wind blowing? Let me set my sail, let me catch that wind and let it push me forward. Yeah. Somebody else who has no idea that they even have a sail in their head will blame everything else.
Definitely. With me, my personal situation, I started doing real estate about 4 years ago. For the first 2-3 years of my career, I had many, many doubts. Should I continue? But my why was to help my family, my friends, other people that I meet in the future to gain their dreams of having their own property, to gain their independence of financial stability, to gain their generational wealth that they're trying to help their own family accomplished. That's
Yeah.
my why. That's the reason why I continue to push on, even when I was only making a couple $100 in the first year or two of my career. This business in itself is a business that makes you spend a lot of money, and if you're not in it for the right reasons, you're gonna lose a lot of money.
Amen to that, brother.
Right? Both on a personal level and on a business level as well.
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge that the millennials have, kind of focusing on the demographic we're working with is the substance, right? A lot of these conversations is realizing what your position is in life and making sure that you are able to address the goals and the things that are important to you, right? Like, look at all the terminology that's in our demographic, like flossing, balling, all that shit stuff. Those things are substantial. But at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you kind of have to be like, what is my goal? How can I achieve it? What do I need to do? My due diligence and steps that I have to exercise in order to get myself where it is. And there's no shame in anybody's game, right? Like, I think one of the biggest things that we touched on earlier was people having to take the step back, reevaluate, look at their resources, look at their support to try and get them in their goals. At the end of the day, if you're able to achieve them in a legitimate capacity, then everything's good about that, right? So, there's no harm in putting in a little bit of work to get to your goal and realizing that, these goals are here for you to achieve. We can all get a house. We can all get a nice car. We can all have a good family. We can all be able to take care of our family as long as we recognize where we are in that structure or that, like, path and what we need to do to move to the next level, whether or not it's push, pull, sidestep, backflip, whatever gymnastics you need to do, focus on your goal and you'll be able to achieve, right?
And that's the whole thing is that, it's once you understand what that end game is, once you understand what the why is that's going to get you there, you know the path. And once you know the path, again, wherever you go, whatever you're doing, you know how to get back to it.
Yeah.
Because things are going to knock you off. Things are going to happen, But make sure whatever you're doing is resonating with you.
Oh, yeah.
It has to resonate with you. As I said, if you're trying to play somebody else's game, you're going to fail. And you're going to look back and you're going to be like, what did I just do with my life?
Yeah, that's one thing you can't do. You can't outsource your life, man. It's all you. You're the manufacturer. It starts at home. It ends at home. You can't send it to China. You can't be like, made in China, my life.
Can't do that. Game over now.
Talking about outsourcing, I just realized the time. And before our advertisers outsource to another radio station, we're going to play some ads
the
ourselves.
lights on.
We need the lights on. We'll be back in a minute.
Creating a vital, healthy, informed community is a group effort, and at the heart of it, you'll find the Toronto Caribbean newspaper, focusing on the needs of the community, seeking out relationships with businesses and organizations which share in that same mission. The Toronto Caribbean newspaper is fueled by committed people who are passionate about building a better tomorrow by empowering the community, by adding value, by instilling self-worth, and by showcasing the cultural identity of our beautiful and ethnically diverse community. The Toronto Caribbean newspaper. Stand tall and be proud. Call 647-722-6298 or visit TorontoCaribbean.com.
Broker Financial Group Inc. Broker license number 12619. Whether you need a pre-approval, to refinance, or looking to renew your mortgage, call Charles Iodele. Charles Iodele has access to banks, trust companies, and private lenders to ensure you get the best unbiased mortgage plan every time. Charles Iodele will not only get you a mortgage, but help you find your dream home. Let Charles Iodele's experience and expertise work for you. Call mortgage agent Charles Iodele at 416-875-4523 or visit financesbycharles.ca.
Hot sun, beautiful clear blue waters with white sandy beaches. Thinking about that perfect destination wedding but the budget just won't allow it? Well, turn that frown upside down and call CMJ Entertainment. They can give you an authentic Caribbean style wedding right here in Toronto. When it comes to the juicy jerk chicken or the soothing steel pan music in an atmosphere that will take your breath away, CMJ is your one-stop shop for everything Caribbean. Call them now at 416-414-8964. That's 416-414-8964. Or go to cmjentertainment.com. Start getting a tan now.
Rich.
my life. Last night a DJ saved my life, yeah. 'Cause I was sitting there bored to death. And in just one breath he said, you gotta get up, you gotta get off, you gotta get down, girl. You know you drive me crazy, baby. You've got me turning to another man. Called you on the phone, no one's home. Baby, why leave me all alone? And if it wasn't for the music, I don't know what I'd do. Yeah. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life with a song.
Your tune, all your tonight.
Welcome back to the MauriceOnHomes radio show. As the song just said, last night the DJ saved my life. The DJ saves this show on every single commercial break.
Mr.
Big ups
DJ.
to DJ Rich Links. Thank you very much on Curve 101. Welcome back to the MauriceOnHomes show with Maurice Anderson, your realtor for everything to do with properties.
Everything.
From Toronto, Brampton, Mississauga.
Everything.
Call me for Hamilton,
Everything.
Ajax, Whitby. Anything in the
planet.
GTA, the six, right? We have special guests today, Brandon V and Rohan Chambers.
Yes,
if you're
yes.
on the website at www.carib101.com, go to the Facebook fan page, like us, share it, and watch us in the studio live. Now, welcome back. As I just mentioned, we were discussing exactly what it means to have tunnel vision, to pursue your dreams and continue to be consistent, have perseverance, consistency, and dedication. I think I should have got a cup of coffee this morning.
I think you should have got
I
a
think I
coffee.
should have got a cup
I
of
think
coffee.
you needed to.
Make sure you're a little consistent.
Right? So when it comes to buying a property, in addition to many other important avenues, you also have to make sure you find a safe neighborhood to live in, which will be a special episode in itself on an upcoming show. One of these Tuesdays, you'll find out when I post it on social media, which you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at my house, but you don't know my address. But so, Brandon Rohan, how important is it to you guys to, live in a safe neighborhood? I personally grew up in the Jane Finch area for some time. I moved to Malvern, then I moved to Brampton and back to Toronto. But I know growing up in a rough neighborhood is not easy for many different circumstances that we all know. It's pretty obvious. But at the same time, it's also important when you're raising a family to make sure that you don't allow your family, your children, to continue down that path where you have them in a neighborhood that's not influential at all.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's important, obviously. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, grow up in the place where there's gun violence or, deterioration in some capacity. But, there's many variables in regards to safe. Like, people want to sit in a neighborhood that they don't have to worry about crime. They can, let their kids play outside and, feel secure when they're in their neighborhood. And, those are important. But I feel like the element of safety also has to go towards what you have available to, you and your family. There's safety in amenities, right? Like, you don't want to live in a neighborhood that's safe, but your kids have to travel hours to go to school. You don't want to live in a neighborhood where you have to commute a lot to do a lot of your things, because it kind of pulls you away from that haven of yours, and it also makes it very difficult for you to take advantage of things that are safe. A lot of things that inhibit people to grow is the ability to have things available to them to entertain, amuse, educate, expose, that kind of stuff. You want to live in an environment that's safe. And you need to do your research when you're buying a home too. Like, it's not only where it is right now, but in the future, right? Like, as people evolve, as things change, the safety may go up and down, and you need to be a little bit of forthright or foresight. In regard to
Foresight.
that. Yeah,
Have some foresight.
yeah, have that available to you and your family, because your home is one of your biggest purchases, and regardless of whether or not you're a single man like myself or you have a family, you want to make sure that you're good in where you're at. You want to be able to sleep that night without worrying and get up the next day, go to work, and know that your stuff's going to be there tomorrow, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You don't want to wake up to fire alarms, gunshots,
Ain't nobody got
ambulance,
time
police
for that.
cops.
Amen.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think first of all, I totally agree with everything you say, Ron. It's 100%. You gotta pick where you're going. I think also that we're living. People want shortcuts to stuff.
Yeah.
We're living in a world where everybody wants what you have.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people don't want to go out and earn it. Some people just want to take it because it's easier to do it that way.
Oh yeah.
So I did you know that the statistic is that there's at least 1 to 2 millionaires living on your street
Really?
that you have no idea about.
I think I need to meet them.
Right?
It's plausible.
And the reason being is because most of these people are going and doing kind of investments, they're purchasing properties elsewhere, but they don't glam themselves out. Now, they have their full-time jobs, and they're still going back and forth to work because that's what they love, that's their norm, that's their security, but you don't see their house get bigger. You don't see their car get bigger because some people don't need. Look, because we have to also understand why do we need the big car? Why do we need the big house? Most of the time that we need these things is for other people.
Yeah.
We're not doing it for ourselves. Now, if you need a bigger house because you have a large family, that makes sense. You need some space. But if you're buying a flashy car or a flashy house, 90% of the time you're buying it for somebody else.
Yeah.
You're buying it so you can drive it and other people can look at it and they're going to look at you to be like, wow, that guy's successful. Yeah. But there's people
Social
there.
status.
Exactly. But then you put a target on your back. Okay? If you're in a situation that you're making money, ask yourself first and foremost, are you purchasing a vehicle because it's something that you truly want? Yeah. Are you buying a house because it's something you truly want? Okay, to fit your situation and your circumstances, or is it something that you're purchasing for the benefit of others? Because if you have something that you're purchasing for the benefit of others, then you're kind of saying, here I am, come and get it.
Yeah.
Also, the types of phones, the quality of phones that we're putting in our kids' hands, in our hands, now we're walking out with it, and people are stealing these things. People are breaking into nice quality vehicles, to try and get things out of them. I mean, I had my truck stolen.
Really?
Yeah,
It just happened recently?
It wasn't recently. It was when we first moved to Brampton. A truck was stolen. Now, that happens, but you always think it's going to happen to everybody else, but you don't think it's going to happen to you.
That's true.
Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen, you move to Brampton, that's it, everything's here.
And
it can happen anywhere.
And again, that's the element of safety, right? It's not saying, okay, you know what, there's that neighborhood, right? Like, big up Brampton, bring up the GTA. Everybody make sure that things are safe. But, safety comes in what you have,
Exactly.
what you're willing to protect and what you're able to enjoy, right?
Yeah.
What's the point of putting yourself in a position where, okay, I live in a safe neighborhood, but in order for me to afford it, I have to work so far away, right? That's kind of an oxymoron. It's just like, why do you have such a safe haven if you're not being able to enjoy the safety of said haven? And then, again, your car, it's just like, why are you going to put yourself in a position of a car that you can't afford, and every time you put it somewhere, you're worried about your car, right? Like, it's just like, I want to be able to use my car as a tool, not to be able to have to, like, when I set my alarm, I have to call Brinks and be like, hey, do a couple of laps around my car. Like, it's one of those things. So that's what I mean about people exercising foresight and being conscious about their purchase and what they're doing. You do things that's safe to be able to, enjoy it. There's safety in enjoying. There's safety in embracing. And also, when you value that, when you get the residual value from your purchase, you'll protect it more.
Peace of mind.
You know
Peace
what?
of
Kids
mind.
go out with their cell phones. People, lose their things because they enjoy it, but they're not safe by it because of the fact that it's just something that you're trying to expose. And in doing so, sometimes carelessness gets the better of us when we leave things, for someone else to take advantage of.
Yeah. And to touch base onto the reason why, which you may or may not know by now, the reason why a lot of people tend to drive so far to go to their new home is because Toronto's so expensive. It's very expensive, too expensive for the average person to afford.
Oh, man. If I drop statistics, it would be crazy.
Right? And in addition to that, actually, Brampton, I don't know if you guys know, but we're actually going to be having a university in Brampton.
Yep.
Did you hear about this, Brandon?
I didn't hear about that. It's the first time.
Right? Exactly. So, Mississauga, here we come.
Wow. Actually, I just heard that Milton's getting a university, too.
Really?
Yeah, because that's where I'm originally from.
Okay.
So Milton's actually just signed a deal to get one up in Milton, so that's pretty cool.
So Brampton and Milton's going to have
Brampton and
a university.
Milton, that's it, stepping up.
It's the way to go.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? It's a good thing. That's kind of like a good reflection of the safety of those neighborhoods to be able to be like, hey, we're going to expand and encourage more people to come in here and, put ourselves on the map because having a university, it's just not the immediate populace, right? You're going to get people from Toronto, Woodbridge, Hamilton region, even some international people coming up to your neighborhood. So to be able to say, hey, we're good enough to get a school here. Thanks.
Yeah.
You know what? Big up Milton and Brampton putting themselves on the map so they can be as safe.
Exactly.
To entertain that, right?
Just to let everybody know, we already have a college in Brampton. Now we are also going to have a university. We got 3 big malls currently. Compared to Toronto, it's not that big, but it's still very big for the city and the size of Brampton. There's also going to be an additional mall of Sandalwood and McLaughlin, the Mount Pleasant area, which you should definitely look into if you're looking to invest and purchase the property. Buy it in that area of Brampton.
I live over there. It's nice.
It's a very beautiful area.
I'll be your neighbor. I'll keep you safe.
So what we're going to do is we're going to play one last commercial break, and we'll be back in another minute. Go ahead, Rich. Take it away.
Creating a vital, healthy, informed community is a group effort, and at the heart of it, you'll find the Toronto Caribbean newspaper, focusing on the needs of the community, seeking out relationships with businesses and organizations which share in that same mission. The Toronto Caribbean newspaper is fueled by committed people who are passionate about building a better tomorrow by empowering the community, by adding value, by instilling self-worth, and by showcasing the cultural identity of our beautiful and ethnically diverse community. The Toronto Caribbean newspaper. Stand tall and be proud. Call 647-722-6298 or visit torontocaribbean.com.
Broker Financial Group Inc. Broker license number 12619. Whether you need a pre-approval, to refinance, or looking to renew your mortgage, call Charles Iodele. Charles Iodele has access to banks, trust companies, and private lenders to ensure you get the best unbiased mortgage plan every time. Charles Iodele will not only get you a mortgage, but help you find your dream home. Let Charles Iodele's experience and expertise work for you. Call mortgage agent Charles Iodele at 416-875-4523 or visit financesbycharles.ca.
Hot sun, beautiful clear blue waters with white sandy beaches. Thinking about that perfect destination wedding but the budget just won't allow it? Well, turn that frown upside down and call CMJ Entertainment. They can give you an authentic Caribbean style wedding right here in Toronto. When it comes to the juicy jerk chicken or the soothing steel pan music in an atmosphere that will take your breath away, CMJ is your one-stop shop for everything Caribbean. Call them now at 416-414-8964. That's 416-414-8964. Or go to cmjentertainment.com. Start getting your tan now.
Welcome back to the MauriceOnHomes show on Carib 101. If you're on the website listening to us or on iTunes listening to us, check out the Facebook fan page, Carib 101. Like us, share, and watch us live in the studio. Welcome back once again. We have Brandon V.
Yes.
The Breakthrough Specialist. Rohan Chambers, Voice of the People. And on the ones and twos that you heard during the break, DJ Rich Links.
Woo!
Big up
Right?
to you guys.
So we were talking about the motivation to pursue your career, to fulfill your dreams, to pursue and purchase your first property, to also just continue to be consistent, persistent, and dedicated to continue those dreams, even in the face of doubt. So, Brandon, how can our audience members reach you and get a hold of you?
You can get me on my Facebook page. It's I'm gonna have to spell this for you. Brandon, Brandon. My last name is spelled Vydelingum. That's the best place to get me. You can also catch me at brandonvee.me. That's me, and that's my website. And you can catch me on that. And those are the two best places to get me.
Perfect. Cool. Rohan Chambers, the voice of the people, a.k.a. those flashes that you see during the previous episodes.
You have a seizure.
Now we know who it was.
Yeah, so, I'll just take it away. Yeah, the camera guy just decided to step in front of the mic, to help out, make sure that everybody's getting heard. But if you want to keep track of me, I'm on Facebook, Rose Studios, R-O, and then Studios. Website's the same thing, rosestudios.ca. Or you can just follow the links on the show, right? Like, I'm here every week, so you might as well just click on that, and we can bring you into my world.
Nice. And he doesn't like to mention this, but I want to tell you a little secret.
Tell us.
He's also been in the Toronto Sun and Brampton Guardian. I don't know why, but we're doing big things over here. Rohan Chambers.
Yeah. I've been syndicated, so
Well, the Toronto Sun's trying to catch up with the Toronto Caribbean newspaper, so I got to try something, right?
Yeah, you're right. I know, right?
We got the keys.
And just to let you know, you can also follow me, Maurice Anderson, your host of the MauriceOnHomes radio show on Carib 101 on Facebook, Maurice Anderson, Instagram, MauriceOnHomes, Twitter, Maurice Anderson. I almost forgot my name for a second. To DJ Rich Links' feed. You can catch me. You just heard the message. And also on the ones and twos, once again, DJ, how can audience find you? You can't hear him because he doesn't have a mic. But what he said was, Facebook is the easiest way for you to find him. Rich Links, he'll contact you if you need any circumstances or events taken care of. He can play your music. Any other events he specializes in?
Bar mitzvahs.
Wherever you need music.
Reggae mitzvah.
Fantastic. So catch us every Tuesday on Carib 101. Pick up the Toronto Caribbean newspaper, located at over 400 stores across the GTA. I also have an article in the paper as well for Millennials and everybody else. I don't discriminate. Every Tuesday between 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And Brandon V, The Breakthrough, every week on Carib 101. See you next week. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
From the whole world, but me come from Jamaica. From the whole world, but me come from Jamaica. From the whole world, but me come from Jamaica. Not of its records, I am a record breaker. From the whole world, but me come from Jamaica. Not of its records, I am a record breaker. Big baller thing in LA, them call me Laker. From me know myself, I am a true money maker. Chatty mouth and talk tough, but them a faker. Soft like a porridge, them a oats, them a see quaker. Circle up the men's with tall rake like I'm a raker. While them move shaky, start tremble like a shaker. Me no have the patient, even though I am the doctor. Any girl the page, you know I'm the factor. Yeah, that's how me hard and rev it like a tractor. Movie star lifestyle, but man I'm no actor. Billionaire vision, big yacht and helicopter. My life is like a book, I get better at every chapter. Step in at the club, while heap a girl get captured. I grip the smoker, cause work like a adapter. Play bad man, man, take program. Can't stop the life that I'm a slogan. Some little fool we a chat around the room, man. Come on, I had it. We not take part in a party. The child of Michigan and the start is a party. I was a girl in my party. I'm sick of the fool with my party.
Would you still love me if you did know me in a 2 or 3? Them time them me did a nobody. When me did hungry with no money. If me gone on a tour, on a long journey, can I still tell you around you are my baby? Would you stay true with loyalty? Would you still be me first lady?
Hey, what you know? Hey, say you know, then tell me, baby, would you bounce? If me check them bounce, could I still count on you with an empty account? If I could give you all the US and pounds, it's a count. Tell me, baby girl, you do back out now. Tell me, would you rescue me from my accounts. If I never have no status, would you still be my spouse? What if I was unemployed, depressed on the couch? Would you be the one to sink me or help me stay afloat? Would you be my cheerleader? Would you cheer for me? Then tell me, baby, would you care for me? If them lock me up and them, I said 25 years to me. Tell me, would you still be there for me? I got to know. Baby, would you say, would you go? If I wasn't making no much of a show, for rich or for poor, would you honor that vow? Tell me, got to tell me right now. Let me know.
If I got locked away and we lost it all today, tell me honestly, would you still love me the same? If I showed you my flaws, if I couldn't be strong, tell me honestly, would you still love me the same?
Skiddly down, down, down.
You know me running from the gutter. Hey! Despite all of that I told you, baby, you will never suffer, even if I have to suffer. Get between like I'm the buffer, just to make hard times smooth like butter. You want it, you'll get it, don't have to fight, no fret it. Anything you want, I give you cold cash, no credit. No copy, no paste with no trims, no edit. I give you my heart, baby, don't try to shred it. Sitting here waiting on this love letter, to read a few words to make my heart feel better. I've seen changes of many moons and weather. Seem like you just fly away like feather on the wind. It's alright, baby girl, go do your thing. No malice, no grudge, I will never ask you. Remember that day when I turned and I asked you.
If I got locked away and we lost it all today.
Which links are you so nice?